A noble duty. The king has noticed your castle and wants to be sure that you, his loyal vassal, has everything you need to host an army. Once armed and trained, the king expects your combatant to tribute to the peace of the realm. I am at your service, my liege. Feels like a stronghold vibes, you know. So with this, we will gain 50 spears and 5 points for the military path. Because yes, ladies and gents, we have started to build our castle over here. Look at this. It is not finished at all, so we're gonna give it a bit of time to get finished. I'll explain exactly what we have here. But apparently the king, you know, really wanted to give us some stuff. In the meantime, I was also starting to make my commonware production. In the last episode, you know, we did the tavern, we did the beer production, right? That's everything over here. We have the hop production, some wheat and some water to go into the brewery. It's working nice, all good there. We also fixed our bread production in the last episode, right? We have now a lot of farms that are upgraded, so making tons of bread, that's the problem. We did realize that we have less fish than before. We used to have tons of fish, now it's a bit low. So I've built another one here, right? So we have now 5, hopefully that will be enough. Hopefully that will be enough. Let's see. And I see there is another mission there, so let's check it out. Advice, crafting weapons. Your combatants bear terrible news. There are no spears. I just got 50, what do you mean? They won't be able to do much without them, and training bare hands is inefficient. They suggest you start producing more urgently. So there is a new quest, right, to start basically making spears. We're gonna do that for sure in the future. I see there is also one at the castle. But as I mentioned, let's first make sure the castle is built. So, you know, for the castle, we want to have a castle keep, we want to have barracks, and then we'll be able to form our company. But let's give it a second, and while this is happening, you know, let's make sure we build now the commonware. So for the commonwares, you have this commonware workshop that produces 3 commonwares in exchange for 3 planks and 1 iron. But there is something really critical with this commonware building. Let me actually build a new one so I can show you. Is that it doesn't just requires, you know, if you look at the bottom here, it requires, you know, to place it, but it also requires light fortification. So you cannot just place it anywhere. You have to place it in one of those purple area that comes from either one of those towers, right, watchtowers, or from one of my big buildings, you know, the watch post over here, the church, and of course the castle. They all provide some light fortification. So that is why I put it here instead of actually putting it right at the bottom. I know I did mention we could potentially put it over here, but there's no light fortification at all there. So yeah, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna put it here at the top. We do have planks, right? Because I have a lot of wood here. We have the therefore the sawmill here, and now I'm gonna start building a couple of new buildings for the other part, the iron, right? So we have the iron smelter that's gonna require then some iron ore and some coal. So we have the iron mining camp here. There is an iron just next to it. We may want to put a second one too. We'll see in a, you know, when this is working, and a charcoal hut. Now the thing that's missing though is if you think about the charcoal hut plus also one of these lumber camp, it means we should have also a forester, or the forest is going to disappear at some point, right? So let's go, I think it's over here, the forester. Yes, so let's add a forester maybe in the back there. Okay, let's build it, and let's think about, you know, our area. Where are we going? I mean, I'm thinking basically we should cut the wood that's here. We may want to cut that one too, but that is more for the castle. And then when my forester has been built, we can replant trees on this side too. I think that makes sense. But yeah, the city is slowly but surely growing. I see a couple of, or one new person joining. We're gonna take it so that we have enough, you know, unemployed people for these new productions here, and also for our army. And I'll see you in a sec when the castle has been built. At that point, I'll explain a bit what we've done. And it is, ladies and gents, a starting castle has been built. Now, don't worry, we're gonna be able to build a way bigger one with fortification, etc. But it's a start. It's a start, remember, at the first level here, that you can create a castle right from the start. So we have that one. Now, how does that work? I mean, like all of the monuments, you're gonna need to do a couple of things. And actually, in this one, right, we have here the castle keep. Then you can have barracks, and you can have also an armory. We have all three right now. We have the castle keep here in the middle. We have on the left the barracks, and we have on the right the armory. And, you know, as always, of course, you have also different, you know, requirements to place a room, to place interior access or door, to have light fortification. And then from the central one over here, it was also important to put some of these here that are, what do they call them? Training. You have to put some training. So I put one of each. We have a simple draw dummy, and we have a straw archer over here. And then, you know, you can place, as always, a couple of different buildings. In my case, I put the keep over here. I use some of these here for barracks, and for the armory, it's actually a standard building. And then a couple of tents and things around. So with this, we have created already a couple of Kingdom Splendor, 5 to be precise. And so next step is to form a castle company. Over here, we can add a company. And you can start adding a couple of soldiers, right? But you can click on the plus button here to assign a couple of your villagers to be that company. And now here it is. We have reached 5 soldiers, right? And they're special, you know, they're not serf or commoner, now they're militiaman. They can be also upgraded into the future, but right now, you know, they're militiaman. They want some water, they want some rustic food, barrack housing. Good thing we have that. They want some refined food, some services, and also some goods. So we have all of this, so that shouldn't be a problem. So now we are a hold. Good job here, Steve. Company drafted. Forward march. The clamor of military exercises echoes through the village. This might not be the most pleasant sound, but they are a good reminder that your people are safe. Very well, so you gain a happiness bonus of 10% for a while. And, you know, there is indeed no fighting per se in this game, like it's not like Manalore, but we're gonna be able to use this company and the soldier in the future to do stuff. So let's keep that in mind. But yeah, preparing a military company, I mean, I think I did that already. But the next one is gonna be basically to use them. Acquire the spear warfare in the progression menu, on a spear maker hut, improve your castle with an armory, assign spear to an armory, and have spear or 5 spear or more inside the storage. So we can actually indeed put over here the spear. This is the only thing we have right now, but we need to actually unlock the spear into this one, which will require 25 of Kingdom Splendor for, you know, the actual kingdom. So we're gonna need to build a few more into our castle there. We also need to have over here, okay, the company reached 40 might, okay. Set the company duty to mission duty and then deploy the company on a mission. If I go over here into my army, right, for now they are gonna be basically on strategic patrol, but in the future they could be over here into a mission, and then there's bigger and bigger mission into the future. But we can start, right, we have those 5 there, so let's take them and let's deploy them on the strategic patrol. It's a start, it's a start. So they're gonna gain basically us a bit of money and hopefully also a bit of influence. But again, as I said just before, the important thing now will also be to increase my Kingdom Splendor to get to the next level. And in the meantime, my Commonwear production has actually started. We have over here Commonwear Workshop with only 1 right now. But yeah, this has started. Now we have the whole production chain over here, and I'm also having a forester that's repainting or replanting this area here. So it seems to be all good there. Again, it may not be at 100% of productivity, and also I'm thinking I may not be producing enough for my whole population right now, but it's a start. Speaking of not producing enough, my beer, it hasn't been really increasing. Not decreasing at all, but it's not increasing either. So I'm gonna make another one of this brewery over here. It may also be linked to the fact that it's better for a citizen to be working there. Right now my productivity is only 50%. But yeah, here it is. We have another one. So let's put somebody else. We have somebody very close, right? So right now she's a serf, so she's only 25% productivity. So let's make sure we upgrade her. I do want usually to check on the house if the house is ready to be upgraded. This one has already been upgraded, so it's perfect. We can just promote her into a commoner. Good, good, good. So that's some good progress over here. Now the other good thing is I can see my other food like fish, bread, and the meat all looking good. My also common clothes looking good. So yeah, I think, you know, the city is really working well at this moment. We also got a new mission over here, which is to deliver 60 tools. We actually have almost 100, so that's great. We can confirm the delivery, and this way we gain a bit more of health. I still want my health to increase, but that's good. We will have to make sure that our tools go back up. Apart from that, all good. Now, by the way, also I do want to highlight that now many of the buildings cost quite a lot of money, so you do need to make sure that you have good reserves. Maybe we're gonna want to also expand soon our treasury. I mean, for example, you know, a commonware workshop was 200 coins, and even actually the one we made before, the brewery, I think was also 200. Let's check that one out. It was indeed 200 too. So yeah, make sure you have some good money. And here it is, we finished our first patrol. To be honest, it was a failure, but we still gained 31 coins. Now, I do have some might, we have 30 of might now, so almost there for the 40, but they're all, injured, right? They're all wounded, so we need to wait a bit before we can attack again. And so in the meantime, I've just placed a lot of decorations all over, and it's gonna take quite a bit of resources, including some strange ones like meat and one boar, to build it all. But when we build it all, we should actually get to 25 of Kingdom Splendor. So let's get there. Here it is, ladies and gents. The castle has been upgraded with quite a few decorations all over, and my troops are working hard. They're working so hard that they have reached more than 50 of might. They're now at 51. We finished that mission, and we can also send them again if we want on an attack, but I think we'll wait for them to be, you know, at 60, and then we'll do it. And in the meantime, with this 25, the really cool thing is that now we have access to the second tier for the kingdom too. In particular, we can start, you know, making some spears. We can do also a lot of other things. We have the royal courtier over here. We have the treasury. If we want to unlock it also in the castle, not just in our labor level. We also have the castle fortification. If we really want to start creating a city there, we have also tier 2 kingdom privilege. So let's check that one out. It is. So let's stop all of this and let's press tab to get into our edicts and privileges and see what the kingdom has to offer. First one, trade price bonus of 10% from the Kingdom of Allegiance. Not so important. If deploy a company on a military mission, taxation accumulation speed is increased by 50%. That's pretty good. For every 5 territories you purchase, redeem 1 for free. Okay. And then if a knight dies during a military mission, a new one comes. That's good for the future. And kingdoms building upkeep reduced by 25%. I think long term that could be good, but right now we don't really have that many. And I guess we only have the castle, plus maybe some of the military stuff. How much is that? That's 13. That's not that much, right? I think we'd rather probably do this one that gives us a territory for free. I mean, actually, I have money. So, it's a good question, actually. None of them are really game-changing at this point, I feel. Okay, so maybe we will do with this one, just reducing our cost all the time. But yeah, we now have the spear, so let's check it out. We can start making some ourselves with this neat building, the spear maker hut. It will take 1 wood and 1 iron. It's best suited for commoner. The good thing is wood, we have a lot. Iron, we're starting to make quite a bit of it too. So maybe what we do is we put it on this side here too. Alright, with the rest. The only thing is it does require light fortification. But what I'm thinking is maybe we can... it's a good question. Maybe we just put it here for now. You put it here for now. The back. Yeah, so, oh, that was a bit too much. When I'm in 3 speed, sometimes the game starts to lag a bit. I don't know if it's my computer. I mean, I do have a fairly good computer, but it's like it's never good enough, you know? So anyway, yes, we have wood. That's not a problem. We have tons of wood. Iron, we probably need a bit more. I mean, if I look over here, we have a bit of reserve, but not that much. So what I'm thinking is we probably want to put a second on the iron. This one is unemployed. We probably should upgrade them though. So done. Let's check that the house is fine. It's already upgraded. Perfect. So yeah, we have one more there. But if we want that production to work, we're probably gonna need a bit more. In particular, we can see we're low on iron. So let's just build another iron mine. Oh, visiting the royal court. The king took notice of your castle, standing tall and proud by the realm outskirts. He intends to use it to attend his weary royal companies. The kings want you to send a royal courtier to his court so you can discuss the matter further. Okay, so before we do this, just place this iron mining camp, and then yeah, that's a mission with no time, so that's fine. Okay, so yeah, he wants basically a royal office. Now the royal office, I'm pretty sure this was the one here, right? The royal courtier, yes, so we can unlock it and then build it. What I'm thinking is maybe we're going to build it in the back there, so we can extend our light fortification also on this side. But yeah, you know, we've started soon to make some spears. I'm excited to see this. And done, the sparks are flying, the steel hardens, and the villagers' first weapon is formed. Posterior combatant will realize they will soon yield this symbol of strength. Very well, everybody is happy. We have indeed our first weapons being made over here in the spear maker's hut. You do need to make sure you choose a spear over there, and remember this is base suited for commoner, so I did upgrade that guy to a commoner. We have also upgraded over here so that we have 2 for iron, right? 2 iron mining camp with 2 people each. And so then we have also 2 working in the iron smelter, also somewhere that's better for the commoners. So looking at my armory, we now have 46 spears. That is great, that is great. And I'm pretty sure my army is working. Look at this, 60 out of 60. I think it's time to go and do this strategic patrol so we can unlock the next one. All right, let's success probability fair. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. Let's go and see what happens. By the way, I also did want to mention, if you go into your taxation over here, you will see in other tax we have the market store, the market tax that we unlocked in the last episode. So that's great. With this, we're still making quite a lot of money, even if I've been buying actually some tools to get me back to a very high level of tools. I also just started to build over here a new market stall so we can start selling some common wares. Not that I really need to yet, but I think we will need to, of course, for our citizens. So I'm getting ready for it, it's good. And in the meantime, also my beer has definitely been increasing, so that's also really good. I think we have everything we need there. Anyway, let's add somebody over here. That is great. They're very close. I don't have a lot of unemployment now, so we're gonna want to get a couple new people. But I think this is a good end to this episode. Ladies and gents, we have built a small castle. I know it's not that impressive, like we don't have tons of walls. And by the way, my soldiers are here. You can see they're patrolling the city right now. But yeah, we have, starting to make some weapons for the soldiers. We've started to make also common wares, the second type of good. And we've unlocked even more things over here. So yeah, there's quite a lot that needs to be done. I feel like in the next episode, what we're gonna want to do is prepare again for the citizens. So maybe starting to make some cheese over here with the milk. Maybe also trying to make some jewelry. We haven't really looked into that, like gold and gems. This is something definitely new. We may want also to start playing with the paved roads. So instead of dirt roads, we can have paved roads. And it's a bit different because this one you can sort of choose where they go. And as you can see, there is still a lot more for us to do. So I hope you're still enjoying this series, enjoying this game. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below any questions, thoughts, also requests. And I hope to see you next time.